don't give a computers is putin'. I go off a field, no heads, you just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots cause I'm high, just juking. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this.
It's week 7 of the NFL. And coming up next, it's the Jets' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jets and the Bucs, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here with you once again. This weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And away we go from East Rutherford. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on first down. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Lloyd running dead ahead. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Again, a run with Lloyd. Oh, he trucked that defender. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Lloyd. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, he breaks another tackle. Oh, lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Second and 3 now.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go.
Here's Hall once more. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's go.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to Wilson. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They'll motion a tight end left. Hall takes it straight ahead. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now looking to throw. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That big 4th down. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone. Hall, and he's brought down for a loss. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying again, Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Completed here to Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running behind center with Swift. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Get some space around midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He finds Johnson. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Across the 20, continuing to work. And they finally get to him at the 15. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Connects with Johnson. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion, out of the slot. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Harris, legal foul on the tackle. Taken down back at the 10-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Jets with 3rd and 5. Setting up a throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go now. Check go.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Cut for big yards on the right side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be.
Here we go, shot. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready?
They start the drive with Hall. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole... the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Has a big hole left. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tie things 10-10. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Let's go.
Throwing it to start this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the in route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing the... We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll throw it again. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And this will be his first effort of the contest. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. Finds a seam down the middle. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early act.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Hey, hey, check that. Hey,
They'll start this one out with Hall. Brushes him off with ease. And that's good for a gain of 5. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
let's go now. Let's go.
From the 38. He's going deep. Wide open downfield. Got it. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now they face 2nd down. Off here to Lloyd. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down. Here's Swift. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Dropping back to throw. He's on the move. He takes it himself. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that deep.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Jets are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. Give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
This one intended for the running back. And that means third down coming up. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Buccaneers. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. They'll throw it. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That pick-6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
They just get the play off. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets this one to Lloyd. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he goes on the bootleg. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. George Pickens the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
17.
Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Street.
Hall running between the tackles. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing deep for the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Let's go. Curve 19.
Pass play now. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Throw on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Desperation time here on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On first down, here comes Hall. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Motion man sent left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone, and he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome.
Trap alert! Trap alert! Go trap! Go trap! Let go!
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll get it up to the 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Going to the ground again on first. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Coming right is Hall. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Third and just 2 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it this time. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And tell me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jets keep running away with this. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He's got the squiver. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So the win goes to the Jets. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field.